recording.
Tell us when.
Yeah.
Tell us when.
All right, ready? We can return in 3, 2, 1. Turn. Yo.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Guys, like, do your little stance. Yeah, that's right. We're back.
We're back.
All right. Yeah. What's up, guys? We're back with another video. Sorry we've been gone for like 3 weeks because Dell, had to go on maternity leave. A lot of stuff happened while we were gone because, of course, everything interesting happens when we leave. But so the first thing,
I want you. Sorry, just zoom in up on his face on what he just did. Right there. Just keep going. Just keep it.
All right. All right.
Zoom in on what he just did.
All right. Anyways, so a lot of things happened. So first thing I want to talk about is the quarterback market that happened because a lot of things happened with quarterbacks so far. So first thing, Carson Wentz gets traded to the Washington Commies.
And it's ginger!
For, what was it, a couple of third round and second round picks, right? And
I
then,
believe so.
yeah, so that was big news.
Absolutely, but not really.
And then Russell Wilson got traded to the Broncos. A lot of trades happened, but Russell Wilson getting traded to the Broncos. Wyatt, you called that, actually, a couple while back. Let me play the clip right here. All right, Wyatt, where do you think Russell Wilson's going to go?
I think he's gonna go to the Broncos or the New Orleans Saints. They both really need
By the
a quarterback.
Saints.
Wyatt called that play, so how do you feel about you being smart too, Wyatt? We have two geniuses here.
It just feels great, honestly. I mean, I knew it all along, but it's good that the whole world knows. And John Duggar knows.
Yeah, John Dugar knows your opinions are actually worth something. And then
Duggar, it's Duggar,
it's
not Dugar.
It's Dugar, all right. We made him relevant by calling him John Dugar. All right. And then, all right, so then Kirk Cousins re-signed. So I said he was going to go to the Bears, but you know what? He re-signed for 1 year for $35 million, which I feel like that's some too much money for Kirk Cousins. But you know what? The Vikings were like, you know what? Here you go. He's a free bag.
Paying Carson Wentz?
Carson Wentz just picked up his old contract, which I don't remember what it was, but
It was like a lot of money.
and then Aaron Rodgers decided to cause all the drama. He's like, "Am I gonna get traded? Am I gonna get stay? Am I gonna
Something
retire?"
I also called. I also predicted
Yeah,
that.
I said Aaron Rodgers is staying too, because Aaron Rodgers isn't gonna go to the Broncos.
Yeah, because I was like,
because
he's
Russell
gotta
Wilson's
stay, right?
there. So, but no, Aaron Rodgers re-signed, which is an interesting move. But we're not
See
like
if we can
other
get that
shows.
ring.
We're not like other shows on the internet and talk about Aaron Rodgers for 2.5 hours. So we're just gonna move on. Tom Brady came back, which I'm freaking mad about. You gotta stay at home, Tom. Really? Come on. Why?
I was saying something. Tom Brady probably went to play football with his kids in the backyard and threw one pass and he dropped it and then he probably said "F you, buddy" and then walked off.
Bro, Tom Brady saw our YouTube video, saw how happy I was, and there's like, you know what, Jaden? Screw you! I'm going back and I'm gonna freaking go to the Super Bowl and ruin your fun because I hate you. So yeah, Jarvis Landry got released, and along with Austin Hooper and some other guys. So the Browns are cutting guys to make cap room.
Austin Hooper and the president.
No?
Got released
Oh
off
my
the
gosh, that's
Browns.
right. Oh,
The president.
I don't know who that is.
Can you believe it? I
No,
know who
I
it
don't.
is. I'm just
I
not
don't know what
telling
he's
you.
talking
But
about.
then,
Jason
do you know who else got released? That's an outrage.
Oh, yeah.
Carl Nassib. Carl Nassib got cut by the Raiders.
I almost forgot about that.
You can't. forget about
Whoa!
Whoa.
that. Carl Nassib, if you ever need a job, all right, if no one signs you, feel free. We'll pay you
Listen, man.
$5.
We'll pay you
Come
No
on
one's
my
gonna
line.
sign him.
$5 every episode to
Every
come
episode.
do an episode with us.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Yeah,
$5
and we
an
will
episode.
shower you with compliments.
Oh,
Wow,
bro.
Carl,
Wow,
that is
Carl.
a
Your
great
biceps
shirt
are
you're wearing.
It
It really
beautiful.
brings out your eyes.
Wow, Carl, please put your pants back on.
I never found you funny. I never found you entertaining. I never found you smart. I just found you annoying.
No, Parker, gosh
Wow,
darn it,
Carl,
Dylan.
that's a very, very strong neck you have.
Yeah, look at that defined
It
jaw
holds
of
up
yours.
such a head that's full of
You,
knowledge.
you can cut cheese with
Carl
that jaw.
Nassib, that's a really huge brain.
But before we do that, actually, one more thing I forgot to mention. So, an interesting thing that Dallas did, they cut, or did they trade? Did they trade him, or did they cut him or trade him? I don't think
They traded.
Did they
for,
trade him yet?
Like, yeah, they traded him for like a second round and a fourth round. It was ridiculous.
All right, so they traded Amari Cooper and re-signed Michael Gallup to a big deal.
It's not official. They haven't done it after the trade period yet, but that was the deal, and that's the
But
trade.
let's talk about who got Amari Cooper. The
The Browns.
Browns, baby, the Browns.
I mean,
Brown.
you also got
For a
Odell Beckham,
steal.
and you've seen what he did with you guys.
Yeah.
That's
so-
Baker Mayfield. Baker
Odell
Mayfield.
Beckham's dad is gonna have to make a
Yeah,
sad
Baker-
sad video
Odell's
of
like
every
Odell's
time that
like-
Amari Cooper was open. Everybody.
Odell's dad's like, hey bro, I could hook you up. You need.
Hey
I got
man,
the stuff.
You need me to go on Twitter, man? Cause I could do
I
that.
got Twitter, man. I got
I got
Twitter.
Twitter, bro. Like, bro, I can
got
hook you
Twitter.
up. Son Reddick signed a mega deal with the
With-
Eagles
The
for
Eagles.
3 years for $45 million.
He doesn't deserve it. Hassan
mean-
Reddick sucks.
Don't know
Who
him.
likes the Eagles, honestly?
Son Reddick
No
is doing
comment.
good.
Yeah, but he doesn't deserve a max deal.
I don't think it was it a max deal? I don't think that's a
I
It's
max
not a
disagree.
max deal, but it was definitely
Even though I
close
do
to a
not
max
know
deal.
who Hassan Reddick is.
Hassan
He's a
Reddick
super
was the Cardinals' outside linebacker, opposing. Yeah,
I gotta go in the next like 3 minutes.
You suck!
like Randy Gregory was about to sign a deal with the Cowboys,
And then signed with
and
the
then
Broncos.
go sign with the Broncos. Now, people started hating on Randy
Broncos-
Gregory for a while because everyone thought he was like, "Yeah, I'll sign with you guys," and then turned his back last second. But apparently, the Randy Gregory and the Cowboys agreed to a contract, and then the Cowboys added stuff to the contract that they didn't tell Randy Gregory about until he read the contract. So then they're like, "I'm not signing this," and they're like, "Well, you have to sign it," and he's like, "No, I don't," and he left to go to the Broncos.
Perfect
So
season.
Von Miller decided to go and
Yeah.
ruin the Jets even more and go to the freaking Bills. Why does everyone hate me? Von Miller hates me. Tom Brady hates me. Everyone hates me. No one wants
Von
me to be
Miller's a
happy.
bad guy to hate.
And yes, I know
Von
everyone.
Miller hates you. You
All
gotta
the
hide.
NFL veterans know about me and all just hate me, and that's why they do
Yeah.
this to me.
Is Antonio Brown a free agent?
Yes, he's been a free agent ever since the
Yes.
Buccaneers released him back in the week when we made him rage quit. Just saying. That's another thing
Yep.
the Jets did for the NFL. We made Antonio Brown
Because
rage
they're
quit.
like, okay, how are they beating us?
Yeah, he was just like, wait, we're
Turn that off.
losing right now? And he's like,
Anybody can.
They had nothing to show for it. They won against the Falcons, the Panthers, Detroit, and Washington and New York.
Wow, Jaden, you look just like Antonio.
after that, Titans, actually. This happened today. Titans released Julio Jones. How do you feel about that, John Dugar? Your freaking
Sorry,
team
John.
cut Julio Jones.
Well, they didn't use him because they never throw the ball anyway.
Yeah, this is Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
Well, they
Ryan
actually do.
Tannehill.
They do throw the ball. They throw picks every so
Yeah,
often.
Ryan.
How dare you?
Yep, and they
He-
re-signed
he-
him. They
he was-
re-signed Ryan
yeah.
Tannehill too.
He was the defensive player of the playoffs, man. Best defensive player.
Yeah, defensive player of the week. And then randomly, this was just added to my board, which is surprising. The Chargers good this year with trades and free agent pickups? Question mark. Parker, did you add that to my computer?
Yeah, and the Chargers gonna be good this year with
They
free
were
agents
already
and all the
good.
trades.
They
They were
blew it.
all. They just blew it because they.
No, the
Yeah.
defense.
All
The
the time.
defense
But
let
no,
them
this is,
No,
that's
it was
actually
the
gonna
head
be
coach.
defense let
It
them
was
down.
the head coach. The head coach.
The
called a
head coach
timeout.
did nothing wrong.
He called a timeout, and you knew it.
Yes. So you can't
And
expect.
so that's the reason that they
You
freaking
can't
lost.
expect.
They
the
were going to
team
tie.
I
No,
don't
it was
care what they
released.
were
They
going
were.
to-
Josh Jacobs like,
I
yeah,
don't
we're gonna
care.
tie. We're gonna
Okay,
tie.
so Josh Jacobs. He could just be doing that just despite the Chargers.
Josh Jacobs a good guy.
He
Don't
could,
bash
in
Josh
the
Jacobs.
moment.
He's a good guy.
Josh, he's a
In
nice
the
guy.
moment,
Josh Jacobs a good guy.
I would have took that
Josh
timeout
Jacobs
too.
was Josh Jacobs
Because
and
you
Carl
don't
Nassib got
know what
along well.
100% sure
Yeah.
what the enemy team was gonna do.
Josh Jacobs a good guy.
It made no sense
Okay.
for them not to run it
Listen.
and go for that field goal. They made no
Listen.
sense for them just to kneel it on that play.
Because they both.
So they
it made
took
sense
the
because they're both
time
making the
out.
playoffs.
No,
If you
not
could both
from.
listen, if you and your enemy team can both get into the playoffs by literally just doing nothing and tying,
Yeah, I
then
would
why
I
would
would
they
run
not
down
do
the
it?
field and I would take that field goal chance, and so it makes it fair to everyone else. because I'm not kneeling down just to tie the game. I'm giving it my all to try to win this game, so I make
But
it
you
to the
could
playoffs.
see the Raiders doing like fake runs. Like they weren't running as hard as they possibly could. It was going to be a tie until the guy called a timeout, and then there's footage of the head coach being like, "Okay, they called a timeout. Screw 'em. Let's just run it down the field." And that's what they did.
Yeah.
I stand by. What's his
Just
name?
because he's a Chargers fan, man.
Yeah, you're a Chargers fan. You don't get an opinion. But this year, are they going to be good? They were good last year, so yeah, they got better. They got Khalil
I
Mack.
feel like they're gonna.
They got J.C. Jackson.
Remember, they're in the
I feel like-
Chiefs division, though.
Yeah, so no,
They
they're
have to
not.
play yes, they are. They have to play the Chiefs twice a year, and yes, they are.
Raiders, Chiefs, Broncos. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, he's like Raiders, Chiefs, Broncos, and Chargers. I'm like, yeah, they're in the Chiefs division. Yeah, they just played the Chiefs
But honestly,
twice, and the
Chargers,
Broncos
I
now
think-
twice because the Broncos have Russell Wilson. So the AFC is it the AFC West? Yeah, it's the AFC West.
I feel bad for the Raiders, who I feel bad for, who also have to go against all those guys.
Yeah, Raiders are just Derek Carr is crying right now. Cue image of Derek Carr evil laughing when he killed the Chargers fans' dreams.
Yeah, now he's like, oh,
and now he's
now
just
he's
like,
seeing
now-
Khalil Mack on
And
the.
then- yeah, it's the meme was like Derek Carr when he called the timeout, and then it's like Derek Carr when Chargers signed Khalil Mack. Make that meme, Jaden. All right.
Hey, at least Raheem Mostert's not on the Dolphins now. I don't have to deal with Raheem Mostert. Never had to deal with him.
He's
but now you have
injury
to deal with
prone.
him.
I had him on my fantasy team. Was good when he played. Injury prone. By the way, fantasy football. We're gonna be starting to do that when after the rookies get drafted. So be sure to
Yeah,
tune in for our fantasy football predictions and lists and stuff. So,
I already started mine. It's already finished.
oh, and who's your number one
wow.
quarterback?
Before the draft. Before
My
the
number
draft.
one
Wow.
my number one quarterback is Josh Allen, bro.
Bro, Deshaun Watson's mine. Don't even matter what team he's on.
I'm gonna draft
Guess-
Mitchell Herbert.
Guess who's my? Guess
Mitchell-
who's number?
Mitchell Herbert.
freaking
Mitchell Herbert.
Trubisky.
Justin Herbert
Mitchell
and Mitchell
Herbert.
Trubisky had a baby.
Yeah, combined.
I wonder what that
Man,
looks
I'm
like.
I
losing
think
my
I think
mind.
I would feel like Mitchell Trubisky and Justin Herbert combined would just make a worse Justin Herbert.
I Justin Herbert that couldn't run and throw the ball. That's what happened.
Yeah, so it's just a bad Justin Herbert,
Or a good Mitchell Trubisky.
aka known as Trevor Lawrence.
Oh my God!
He can run.
I'm trying to.
You're thinking
But he
about
had a
Justin
bad no.
Fields.
Trevor Lawrence had a bad season though.
I think you're talking about Justin Fields.
No, I'm not. I know Justin
I-
Fields is the Bears quarterback. I'm talking about the
I know.
Jaguars quarterback with the long hair, you idiot. I know who
Oh,
I'm
Trevor
talking about.
Lawrence. I thought you were talking about Trey Lance from the 49ers.
Devante?
Yeah, I thought you were talking about him, not Trevor Lawrence,
Alright.
the
Oh,
Jaguars.
now I can't
quarterback.
find my.
Parker's canceled. Parker's canceled.
Man, the Jaguars stink so bad. I don't care to.
And yet they beat the Colts and knocked them out of the playoffs
because they're the Colts.
because they
And
lose to
they
the
had-
Jaguars every
Carson
season.
Wentz.
They had Carson Wentz and he choked.
Carson Wentz is now a commie.
Yeah,
What happens if he proves himself this year and is like really good?
I think that could happen. I think that could happen, but I also
Commies?
think he could really suck.
And the commies have Terry McLaurin, you know, Scary Terry. Now they
Terry
got
McScoring,
got the
Scary
ginger,
Terry.
they got the ginger now. Ginger, Terry McLaurin, Chase
I think
Young,
it could go either way. to be
Antonio
honest.
Gibson. Well, that's they,
But but I mean, when you think about it, Carson Wentz really had everything made for him. The Colts. I mean, he had he had a good team behind him. And
I mean,
still choked.
he
So-
had an average year. I'm not gonna
He
bash.
did,
had
but when
good
he didn't have a
27
bad year, but
touchdowns,
when he
7
needed to show up, he
yeah, well, he's not.
he didn't.
He's not a play. He's not a quarterback. He's not a clutch quarterback. He never won a playoff game.
Yeah,
Nick Foles
So-
won all the
so
playoff
that's-
games.
that's yeah, that's a big problem.
He had one
If-
good season, an MVP season. Didn't win MVP that year, and then every
Jin.
since then. What?
If you had to name 5 teams, not in any particular order, 5 worst teams in the NFL
This
not in
year,
order.
this is gonna be this year. This following
this
year.
year, this following year.
Probably the Texans again.
Texans.
Texans, the Jets,
Who's
because
gonna-
we're still rebuilding. This is difficult. Let me look at the NFC and think in my mind. The Falcons. I think the Falcons are going to do this well.
Falcons are not going to do good. I can't think of anyone.
I'm trying to think of teams that like got rid of all their good players.
Lions, Saints, Panthers,
Well, Lions,
Giants.
Lions are
The
Lions,
Lions.
and the Giants.
The Lions
I think,
are
I think
Lions.
Lions and Giants. Yeah.
Yeah, mine were the
Oh, yeah,
Giants.
Giants. The
The
Giants.
Giants,
Yeah, the Giants.
Texans, Jaguars, Lions, Jets.
Yeah, so you just had the same 5.
Texans, I think, are going to be at the bottom. I feel like Texans. Do they really have anything going for them? I don't even know. Who do they even have?
Deshaun
know.
Watson.
No.
No, they don't.
No.
No. So Texans, Jets, of course. The Lions, like you said, Lions are Lions.
No, you
But
said that.
I
Why
am-
Jets in the Super Bowl? It's 2023. Let's go.
I am excited to see Amon-Ra St. Brown and Chark. Who knows? Chark's on that team now, right? He got signed, so that'd be cool to see. There's definitely talent on the Lions, but they're the Lions. So, Lions, Texans, Jets, Jaguars, I think are still going to be pretty bad. Maybe not, though. Maybe not, but probably, yeah. They're going to be bad. And then, I don't know. I guess, Falcons. Yeah, definitely Falcons. So, I literally just said the same thing.
No,
Because-
you missed out the Giants. So you agree with James.
Oh, yeah, no, the Giants are going to suck, too.
All right, so
No.
now
Actually,
you
Here's
disagree
my
with
real
all of
list.
us.
So the two bottom, though, in my opinion, are going to be the Texans and then the Giants are the two worst.
Giants, and the Jaguar. No, Giants and Lions. No, I think Jared Goff is gonna do okay this year. Giants,
Yeah, Jared Goff's gonna.
Giants, and the Jets. Yeah,
So New York and New York, great.
New York's gonna do bad this
Also,
year.
New York is suing the New York Jets and the New York Giants because they're not the New York Jets and New York Giants because they're the New Jersey Jets and the New Jersey Giants because their stadium's in New Jersey. But
There's a chicken that's called a New Jersey Giant.
Why
know
can't they
that,
just
too.
buy a building in New York that they say that it's their headquarters
because stuff. I don't
and
know.
make it like a small little shop. Like this big. I'm talking about like 1 square foot in New York. And
It's
they
1
can just
square
share it.
foot.
Yeah.
In
And
New
just to make
York.
fun of New York. Just make fun of New York and declare it their headquarters. And just have one guy in there and just standing there all day like
It's
this.
a guy like in a toll booth salesman. It says Jets and Giants headquarters, and it's this guy sitting like in a box. That'd actually be hilarious. Make it happen, Jets and Giants. Great, let's
I'll
do
do the
it.
outro. I'll do the outro.
All right.
Hey guys, welcome back to this new video. Just kidding. It's actually the end, you freaking idiots. I mean, you flipping idiots. Sorry, didn't mean to cuss. $1 million deal.
Oh my gosh! Right when we ended too. All right, add this to the end of the video, Jaden. Okay. Chris Godwin re-signed with the Buccaneers because Tom Brady came back. All right, there we go.
Yep.
Right when we quit too. Like right when
Yeah.
we yeah, let's go. Now we got all the news.
Who cares? Actually, who cares? Seriously though.
Tom Brady has to have a good team. Why does that have to happen?
You win. Perfect.